Fuck.
If you're watching this video, you probably have someone in your life that you're probably very close to. You have a little inkling that they may not be healthy for you. And it may be a friend, and it honestly could just be like some bully or something. And it could be someone that you look up to. It could be a significant other. But what it comes down to is you should surround yourself with people that make you happy. And the people that you're close to and the people that you trust with your emotions and to have a relationship with or a friendship with, they need to be people that will support you. You shouldn't feel jealous. You should feel supportive of them. If it's a relationship and you're feeling a lot of jealousy, or if they're feeling a lot of jealousy, that to a certain extent can really get unhealthy. If a relationship is causing you anxiety, if a person in your life is causing you anxiety, before you try to cut anyone out, talk to them and be very straightforward. Don't be angry. Just sit them down and say, I've been feeling this way, and I think it's because of this. Or I am feeling uncomfortable, or I have been having anxiety problems because of this aspect of our friendship, or this aspect of our relationships, or because of this thing that you've been doing, or these things that you've been saying. And then tell them what you want them to do about it. Say, I would very much appreciate it if you would stop doing that and instead do this, or stop saying that and instead do this. And in return, of course, I know that I need to work on seeing things as what they are. You know, if you're not, cheating on me, or if you don't mean to be hurting my feelings, I need to recognize that, and I will start working on that. And that is important for you to not just say that, but really come to terms with that with yourself. If you do think that this is a trustworthy person and it's all in your head, find someone to help you, because it is really, really difficult to fix on your own. And dealing with something and fixing it are two totally different things. You can deal with something on your own sometimes, but fixing something, you can also do that on your own, but it's really way easier said than done a lot of the time when it's a really serious issue and it's someone that you're really close to, someone that you love. Especially when there's love involved, it's very difficult. Now, if the person doesn't take you seriously, let them know, hey, I don't think we can be friends anymore, or I don't think we should see each other anymore if this doesn't change. And if they still don't take you seriously after that, or they still refuse to change, let them know, hey, this is it then. And if it's a relationship and it's an unhealthy relationship, it's up to you on this point, but I would highly, highly recommend absolutely cutting them out entirely. If they weren't respecting you enough, even after you had a talk with them to change things, to help you feel healthy and mentally stable, they're not gonna make a good friend either. And I know that's probably not at all what you wanna hear, but it's what I'm saying, and it's what I mean, because I have experienced this. My best friend has experienced this. My best friend experienced it way worse than I have. And that's why I feel very, very passionately about this, because it can cause a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and counseling is not something to be ashamed of. I've been to counseling, my best friend has been to counseling, my mom has been to counseling. It's not something to be ashamed of. It is you looking out for yourself. It is you taking the initiative to get help. It is you taking the initiative to say, I want to get better. I feel awful and I want to be happy. And so now I'm taking the steps to get where I want to be. Counseling is one of those steps. If you're really in a bad place, counseling is one of the steps, and it's a good thing. Don't ever let anyone make fun of you if you do decide to go to counseling, or if you're considering it. Don't let anyone sway you. Let them know that it is one of your steps towards happiness, and that it is you taking the initiative to take a step towards happiness. It is you going in the right direction and making progress by seeking help. Because doing that stuff alone dealing, and not just dealing with, but resolving within yourself and fixing a mental state of severe negativity is torturous. It's just psychologically horrible. I want to look out for you, whoever you are. If you need to cut somebody out of your life, even if you love them, love can be unhealthy. If it's causing you mental pain and suffering, or physical pain and suffering, especially if it's physical pain and suffering, like, out now. For me and the way I've been raised, that should be obvious, but I know for some people it may not be. If you are experiencing an abusive relationship, you need to cut that out right now. Get the police involved if you have to. If you're worried about your safety, get the police involved, get your counselor involved, seek counseling, let them know what's happening, and let them know that you fear for your safety if you do feel this way. Any unconsented sex, slaps to the face, punches, even if it doesn't leave any bruising, if it's happening and it was, even if you felt like you deserved it, let somebody know. Tell somebody. And not just like your friend. Like, tell someone of authority. And not just your mom or dad. I mean, you might want to tell them, that's up to you. But I mean, tell your counselor or tell the police or both. Get help from someone that can really help you. And here's one of my things that is one of my rules to a happy life or whatever that I created when I was 16 years old and I was going through a rough time. I decided to write 14 rules to a happy life. And then later I changed that to be guidelines to a happy life because it's hard to stick to rules, you know. But one of them was do what'll be best for you in the long run. Not what's just gonna feel good for this moment. Another one is do things because it makes you happy. If something doesn't make you happy, don't do it. If something you think could hurt your life or slow down the progression of your goals and motivation or hurt your mental health in the long run, don't do it. That's that. That's my video, and good luck.